My esteemed brother and sister judges, the honorable former judges of the Supreme Court as well as the High Court, Mr. Venkatramani, the learned Attorney General, Mr. Tushar Mehta, the learned Solicitor General, the other law officers representing Union of India, Shri Vikas Singh, the President of SVBA, Shri Rahul Kaushik, the Vice President, Ms. Pradnya Baghel, the Secretary, the other office bearers of the SCBA, Mr. Hariharan, the President of the Delhi High Court Bar Association, Mr. Vipin Nair, the President of SCORA and all the other office bearers of SCORA, the learned senior advocates, designated, non-designated, and the members of the Supreme Court Bar Association. As Mr. Vikas Singh has said that I was somewhat reluctant to come for the felicitations. I told him that I would rather come here on 21st of November and address the bar. But somehow, though he said that he did not want to make any demands, but I knew the purpose of having a felicitation function. Immediately before the vacations, or rather during the vacations, he had sent a charter of demands and he had sought for time, but then I was away in UK, Scotland and Italy. After coming back, I had given them time and we had discussions, and at that time he insisted that you have to come for the felicitations. So with great reluctance, I accepted. So it was first decided on the first Wednesday immediately after reopening. But vis major, I was hospitalized and that got postponed. Then it was again fixed on last Wednesday, but then Justice Suryakant had he had convened a very important meeting of all the Chief Justices and the senior judges of the Supreme Court online, and it again got postponed. So I was just praying that something like that would happen today also, and then I would say that now the three chances are over, and I will come only on 21st of November. No doubt that I will be coming on two more occasions when next week we are felicitating 4 of our new colleagues, and maybe in the next month something more. I'm really grateful to the members of the Bar Association, members of the SCBA. I got a lot of love and affection from all of you in the last 6 years and more. As a matter of fact, I have always considered the bar and bench to be equal stakeholders in the institution of administration of justice. They are like two wheels of a golden chariot of the institution of administration of justice. You span one wheel and the efficacy of the entire chariot comes to a standstill. And therefore, whenever I got an opportunity, right from the period when I was a judge of the Bombay High Court and I got an opportunity to be chairman of the Infrastructure and Building Committee. So one of the first decisions that I had taken was that whenever new buildings are to be constructed, the president and the secretary of the Bar Association would be part of the committee which will finalize the plans for the building, so that the needs of the members of the bar, the needs of the members of the needs of the litigants who are coming to the court, including the physically challenged and specially able persons, are taken into consideration. Insofar as the demands of the bar are concerned, even before the charter of demands had come, immediately after I took oath on 14th of May, in the very first meeting that we had convened on 16th of May, we had acceded to many of the requests, as all of you know, and I must say that all of my colleagues were and also are on the same page insofar as the issues concerning the bar are concerned. Insofar as the other demands made by the president and the other office bearers, even before I met them in the vacation, I had already started working on them. And I believe that the Chief Justice is only the first among the equals, and the Supreme Court should never be a Chief Justice-centric court. It has to be a court of all the judges. It has to be a court of the members, and therefore I believe in a democratic functioning. So whatever decisions we take are the decisions of the full court. And as the Mr. Vikas Singh has referred to, I have already entrusted the job to one of my two colleagues, Justice Narasimha, and the baby judge of the Supreme Court, Justice Chandurkar. And I think that they have already granted an audience to the members of the Bar Association yesterday. I will not promise you anything, but I will, on behalf of all of my colleagues, I can only assure you that we will look at all the demands in a positive manner, and we will always consider that the bar is an equal stakeholder, as all of us, as has been mentioned by Mr. Rahul Kaushik, that myself and Justice Suryakant and Justice Maheshwari, we had resolved the issue of the allotment of the chambers, which was pending for almost 2.5 years after the chambers, 5 years after the building was concluded. And I think it took only a second or third meeting for three of us and all the members of the association to come to a logical conclusion and take the issues to the logical end. Similarly, when the bar was denied the permissions to occupy the auditorium, and even the farewell functions, I still recollect when Justice Indu Malhotra was given a farewell, the pendal was started. It was a heavy monsoon, and the pendal was started percolating with the water, and the chief guest, Justice Indu Malhotra, he was required to be given a chhatri, umbrella, so that he doesn't get wet. And Justice Nariman, because I think the Chief Justice of India had not come to the function, so Justice Nariman spoke on behalf of all of us, and when he was speaking, he had to face the rainwater. And in Bombay, Nagpur, Aurangabad, wherever I worked in Goa, in Bombay, we even give the court number 46, which is a central court, which is remembered because the Tilak trial was held in that court. And the statement that Swarajya Mada Janmasiddha Hak Hai, the freedom is my birthright, was echoed in that court hall. That is made available to the Bar Association even for having the lecture series of the dignitaries. The auditoriums at Aurangabad and Nagpur are offered to the bar without any charges, even for having the continuous legal education program for the lawyers. And I saw no reason to deny the members of the bar the same facility, and I'm grateful to the then Chief Justice who agreed to our suggestion, and this auditorium was made available. Likewise, when myself, Justice Suryakant, Justice Khanna, we were planning the building where the new building is to be constructed, we took the bar into consultation, and so that the facilities which are to be provided for the lawyers, for the, like Mr. Vikas Singh said, that unfortunately we will never get to occupy that chamber because it is the last term. So we have provided for all the facilities, not only for the lawyers, but for also the litigants, for specially abled, specially challenged persons. And insofar as the demands are concerned, I can only assure you that after the report comes from Justice Narasimha and Justice Chandurkar, we will place it before the full court, and maybe I will have something to say about all that on 21st of November. I once again thank you very much for your warm affection, love showered upon all of you, and also to all the colleagues who have been very cooperative. I must tell you that in the last, what is it called, PWD, partial working days here, somebody has coined that term. So in the first week, all my first five of us sat for 1 week, and then almost all the judges, they sat for every week there were 2 or 3 benches. And I must say that with the cooperation of all of you and my colleagues, we have had the highest number of disposals during the partial working days in the last so many years. So I thank my colleagues, I thank all the members of the bar for their cooperation, and I am looking forward. I've already passed my 1/3 term, so in the remaining third term, I look forward for the same cooperation. Thank you very much.